What it do, players? It's your boy, cousin Roy, everybody's cousin and some people's uncles. So it's been a while since we met each other and had a chat, but there's plenty to talk about. Harry Maguire has fucked up. I think his days are. I hope his days are numbered. There's been a lot of conversation on who should be the captain. Guys are back from their international break, and some of them didn't make it. Like Portugal didn't make it. We're going to talk about that as well. We're also going to get into how the team has been playing. But today I have a very special guest. So before I get into everything, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Yes, sir. Boss, what's up, man?
What's up? What's up? All
Long
good, all good.
fucking overdue, bro. Oh my god. Couldn't find a time, couldn't fix the this and that, but I said finally I gotta hit you, man, because there are too many things happening that
Yeah, yeah,
that you and I need to really put it all out there and have a chat with. So bro, I think as far as I've been talking to you on WhatsApp and all that, and as far as it goes, I think we're kind of on the same page. But a lot have been spoken about who should be the captain, especially with this next game coming up, and we're just screwing up and not really knowing what's going on. And these 2 weeks has been terrible for the manager. So I've been I've been checking social media and all that. And after Maguire did his celebration where he told everybody to shut up and scoring against freaking Albania, you must be joking.
mm,
He played both matches. For
mm.
England to put the some of the best players to play against these two pariah teams is absolutely shit for our club. So I want to bring you in and ask you, bro,
Mm.
who should be our next captain, man?
Well, um, Maguire is definitely not my choice. Maguire does not deserve to hold that the armband, to wear the armband, to say the least. Um, Various candidates I look at. I mean, from seniority and performing players. De Gea, typically right at the back as the keeper, would be one of them. Um, uh, which will be for me one of the strongest candidates. You know, seeing everything from the back, marshalling the defense. He's the best person, I would say. I don't know in the side because of where the players are and their form and what they've been doing, or I don't see anyone dominant enough to um, fight or ask for the armband for the captaincy at the moment in the side.
I've
Uh,
been hearing a lot of them say, give it back to Bruno, some saying Ronaldo, but I haven't really heard a much they hear. Hmm.
yeah, I
Interesting. Hmm.
think
He's the
I
best
think
player
the
now, though. Hmm.
Yes, he is the best player. He is the best player. Okay, if on the pitch it would be Ronaldo, definitely. But yeah, so we will see. What do you call it? But I think De Gea deserves it at least for his time with the side, his experience, and at least from a seniority point of view, I would definitely go for him. I think the others are still okay. Ronaldo maybe if you want to ask me, then if Ronaldo is going to get into every game and insist on playing in every game, then yeah, potentially yes, because again he's very experienced. He's played in the Premier League before. He's obviously won everything that's to be won, and he's obviously played in different leagues. He's broken records. He's continuing to break
Why do you think
records.
Oli is still picking Maguire?
Yeah, it stumps everyone, I suppose. Everyone I speak to saying, just because they paid the price, the money for him, I can't recall what he did spectacularly for Leicester when they won the title previously as well. And coming on the back of that, yes, he got his England call up. He's been consistent with England, but for club level, I don't I don't know. He seems to have lost the plot, uh, and the defense seems to be in disarray. What is he wearing the armband for? Why is he the captain? He's not calling the shots. He is making a lot of errors himself. and like I said, the defense is in disarray. He's just not calling the shots as the captain, as the last man.
So you think his
So
celebration the other day was wrong?
yeah, I suppose, because I'm sure he knows, in social media he's getting a lot of slack. He's getting a lot of criticism for his performances for the club, and I'm pretty sure that was to silence those who criticized him. That's for sure. And I think to some extent, I know Roy Keane started this, and he's now getting a lot of abuse as well for there's John Terry backing up Maguire, stating that now he's overtaken him on I believe 7 goals for England, and now Maguire is going on to say that I want to be the top scoring defender for England and so on. But I think even in the England fold, there's so many better defenders around him, and for that matter, the two sides that they just played, they're nobodies. They're really nobodies that matter anyway in world football. So that really doesn't count for me. Let's see, how he comes back and performs for the club, because he's been failing game after game, and I don't even know why he's even being picked. And justice to I mean, I think injustice to Bailly. He got picked. He played very well in the first game. He got picked. He got selected on the second one. Oh yeah, okay, it was freakish, but those things happen, and I think at least give him a run to prove himself. I mean, you've what is there for you to lose? You've already lost against easier teams, drop points that you're meant to win as a manager, as a club. So I think you've got nothing to lose. To save your job, I think go with your instincts. Go with who is performing.
So I mean,
That's
play like continue playing the three at the back, 5-3-2.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Why not? Why not do that? Do that.
So now, if we're gonna do the 5-3-2 now, we got another issue here. So apparently, Pogba will be out. Yeah, let me see. I got it 8 to 10 weeks. Varane another few weeks, and Cavani 6 weeks. So now we got Varane out still, Maguire coming in, but it's stupid San Marino and Albania, so I'm not putting too much stock in it.
Hmm,
I think it's nice for him to go and score a goal and come, but
hmm,
the level of immaturity for a bloody captain of the biggest club in the world. I
hmm.
mean, these MFs need to be reminded this is the biggest
So
fucking club in the world, and you're going out there scoring against Albania and running away like telling everybody to shut the fuck up, like
so
this. It
yeah.
is how am I supposed to support you, bro?
Let's just go back a bit. Let's just look at the side. How rich is the side? Look at it. Actually, we excel in most departments, apart from maybe even the players that were farmed out for on loan. I think we have potential even in defense. But why it boils down to who? The manager. He is not making bold moves. He is not dropping the players who have been underperforming. He he's going with his favorite side, uh, irrespective of how they're playing, how their form is, and it's frustrating to
Mm,
watch. It's frustrating to watch. When we get it right, for me, for the last few games, it's purely like, it's like hit and miss. It's like a luck.
mm.
It's not based on form. It's not based on these guys seem lost. They don't know what to do. Does he tell these guys how to assimilate, how to play against, for example, when they played against Liverpool, when they played against City, what did they go into that game with? What kind of strategy did they go into that kind of games with? I mean, the word with City was actually the City game looked far worse because they were toying with us. They were literally toying with United. And passing, they did twice the number of passes in the entire game compared to United. Yeah, and
So
it
what's
was so
missing here,
embarrassing.
bro?
The
Like
manager,
what's missing here? Like
I
a
think
good manager.
a good manager. I think he's. I've said this all along. He's out of his depth. Uh, he if they wanted he as a player, he's a legend. There's no doubt in that, and that's why I think he's got a lot of people on his sides. But now you can see his ex teammates. Rio first criticized him, then he retracted that. He apologized publicly for doing that, but now he's gone back to doing it again because he is so passionate about United as well. He can't stand it, and he's the kind of guy who will just speak his mind, and he's doing so now. Some of them, because out of respect, they were peers with him in the side that won titles and championships and whatnot, are afraid to speak up against him. And Keane indirectly said, you know, it's now boiling down to him. Uh, uh, what's the tolerance level? What's the breaking point of the club? What's the breaking point of the management? I mean, the club's hierarchy. Where do they cut and stop the rot? What are they going to do? We are already X amount of points away. Uh, are you still going to gamble with this guy? Or what are you going to do? Do you need to reinforce, bring someone else to mentor him? I don't know.
So
He
if
seems
that's
to
the
be quite
case,
some.
who would you like to see as the next coach? So they're talking a lot about Brendan Rodgers and Zidane. Let me just say, fuck Brendan Rodgers. Can
Mm,
we have some fucking loyalty here?
mm,
Like
sure.
seriously, the guy coached Liverpool, for fuck's sake. I don't want a
Yeah,
Liverpool guy coaching my club. Will
bro.
Liverpool go and hire Mourinho or maybe Mourinho?
But Liverpool fans
You
themselves
know,
had said, yeah, they
crazy.
they gave him the chance,
Eh,
but there's only so far he can go
yeah,
as well.
he's a professional bottler. The guy bottles
Mm.
competitions, man. He's not like a serial winner,
I
whatever.
wouldn't
And
want Pochettino either, because
yeah,
he's not won anything, and he's not just not proven himself. Uh,
were you down with Conte then?
I I thought he was a strong candidate, but the fact that the history says, I mean, has proven that he does not stay. He's not loyal. He's not a long stayer. He doesn't stay long with
19
the
million
club.
pounds for 7 months. Can you imagine?
So yeah. So it's
Babu,
yeah.
Babu, make the tea. Make some. I got to tell Babu make tea. Here, 90 million pounds for 7 months. That's a lot of tea, bro. A lot of tea bags. It's ridiculous. I was thinking, so Tottenham knew he was panas, so he also knew he was panas. So
Mm,
he went and jacked up his asking price. That's more than £2 million per month, man. Only 7 months is going to be in the thing.
yeah.
But I too did not see the whole hoo-ha about Conte no Pochettino.
Yeah, but I one more thing I like to say, if you looked at how it goes back many managers and many seasons, the culture that has set in into the club, which has become toxic. The
Mm.
players are getting away. Uh, so the easy target is obviously the manager. And how many managers are you going to change? We're
Mm.
becoming a laughing stock. Yeah. So it's toxic. Yes, I'm saying it's toxic. You have high earning players, expensive players who are just not cutting it week in week out when they should, and are just getting away with it. We seem to be losing that uh, that that united way, compared to the teams of the winning teams before under Ferguson. And I think the rot started with after sacking of what's his name?
Second Mourinho,
No,
Van
uh,
Hala.
before when how what's his
Moyes,
yeah
David
Moyes,
Moyes.
David Moyes.
And
So
look how he's doing.
yeah, and
And I want to
and
bring
you
in
see.
this fact so that Moyes they didn't give him the time, and
Mm,
there's some because we got hammered by Levy, everyone's comparing it with Klopp. I'm saying that's not a bullshit. 'Cause Klopp 5 years there he didn't do jack, and
mm,
after 5 years only he started winning. So you
mm,
can't tell me it's the same here. Homeboy here has only been here 2.5 years now, three lah. Because he came in December, right? Let's just say 3 years lah.
mm.
Homeboy been there 3 years,
3 years,
and
yeah.
it seems like either Ronaldo coming in kind of screwed up things, or he wasn't prepared for the season because there's been a lot of talk about inexperienced managerial wise. So I put on my page as well
Mm,
the list of managers and coaches, backroom coaches. Bro, there's a 29-year-old, there's a 34 or 35-year-old. How the f you what nonsense you're gonna come and tell these guys how
mm,
to play football? Like, there's always been an older person is the one who's in the ear of the kids telling them what to do on the pitch. Yes,
true.
they came highly recommended. Yes, they came superbly. They score aces in the exams and all that, but they have nothing to ask for. I was
Mm,
looking at Michael Carrick's stand. Since he
mm,
joined the club's been in a slump.
mm,
He just finished, joined straight away. His
mm,
McKenna fella also was whatever. He just studied books. There's another one, the younger guy. He
mm.
was just he had an injury in 2009, fucked up, so he now became a coach. What the fuck are all these youngsters doing in the club, man?
Yep, yep, true.
It's I cannot. And then even Mike Phelan had terrible, terrible stats. Everyone has shit stats, but because it worked all the way last year and then we came second place, so he improved us from space to space to space. In your
Mm.
opinion, why do you think we suddenly everything went to shit?
Like I said, I think we got lucky. He's being found out now for his lack of strategy, for his lack of planning, for lack of ideas. We're playing against dynamic sides who can turn the game around instantly. We don't seem to be able to deal with that. On the pitch, we bought every player that he's asked for, and
Mm,
you have the likes of Sancho, who was playing for Dortmund, who was getting into the England side regularly, now can't sniff that even.
mm.
Uh, you've got Van der Beek, who was getting into the Holland side previously, now can't do that either. So you've got to ask yourself, you splashed out 80 million, you splashed out on Van der Beek. Your you some of his strategies doesn't make sense. The likes of, you know he keeps saying he praises Fred and so on. Yes, I say Fred may have had the odd great game, because I don't know what he does, or basically sweeps up. And he in a game he may do that, but most of the time he's lost. He's running
Yeah,
like a headless chicken. So
passing is bad too. Mm.
yeah, and having an 80 million pound defender as well, center back, and your last man, and I mean, it's just not working out. I So what are they doing in training? They've got so many coaches. They've got the so-called experts in, set pieces, whatnot, and the other. We can't take a set piece to save our lives.
Mm.
uh, you look at some of the corners and things taken. It's far worse than a Sunday league game. I mean, compare that with the other top clubs. Yeah, I mean, seriously, it's about time that United gets hammered if they carry on in the Champions League. Honestly,
Then you
wait,
think,
first let them qualify, but let's see
yeah,
if they do.
the next game is Atlanta, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going to
And
preview
see
and
the
review
Atlanta
them.
play, right? So yeah,
Yeah,
so
I'll
so they are
preview
well
them.
capable of it. Yeah.
Then you think a lot of the guys have been talking about Ralph Ragnick, how I pronounce it, or Ragnick,
Yeah,
whatever,
yeah.
coming in. What do you
Vanek,
think? When
what
he come and
Ten
save the
Hag
day?
as well. There's
Ah,
few names thrown in.
uh,
Again, they they are local domestic. He's won domestic championships. Ten Hag
mm.
in Holland, not
You're
proven
not
himself
impressed with
outside.
that Gegen football not nonsense, huh?
Not say I'm not impressed, but okay. Like you asked the question, I'm trying to scratch my head to think who can turn the ship around, who can do this immediately, who can come in with authority and do that. I'm trying to very hard to find a name, honestly. Uh,
You don't,
and
you didn't elaborate just now on Zidane. So what do you think of him? Name bandit all over the place.
yeah, yeah, yeah. He's you know
You a fan, huh?
uh, I'm not saying I'm a fan, uh, but again, he's won back-to-back Champions Leagues.
You think you like? Do you think even because like he won it only in the his only club is managed is Real Madrid. Yeah, he won the three in a
Okay,
row.
okay,
But
I'll
even
give you
then,
this.
did he play?
Real Madrid, yeah, Real Madrid always splash the money. Galacticos, they've got all the players at their disposal. Look at what you call it, the what's his name? The Ancelotti. Ancelotti was successful with Real Madrid, but when he came and managed Everton, he was nothing.
Mm-mm.
He bought some players. He bought James Rodriguez. He bought a few players, uh, but he was fading in and out. Yeah, there was no consistency. He was disinterested, and so on and so forth. Yeah, um, uh, what is that to say that it won't go down with Zidane again? And Zidane may be coming in and saying, "Yeah, I will come," but A, B, C, one, two, three, all has to go out. You've got to take the loss, cut your losses. I don't want Maguire playing for me. Will the club agree to that? And he will say, "You've got to give me 200-300 pounds to splash again." Will the club agree to that? Because he will definitely come in and say, "I'm used to the Real Madrid style. I want the best players out there. Can you spend the money? Is United going to back him up in the transfer market? You know, uh, and that will probably be the strings attached. That's what he's going to come in with and demand. And if they can't give him that, it's going to be another farce. So I think that he's definitely going to come in with his own shopping list. He'd want his own players, and he's gonna really stir up. He's gonna really break up the side. So that's. I mean, I don't have, but definitely want to do it his way. Yeah.
What if it's short term?
What is short term?
Are you okay with it? 2 years?
2 years. Uh,
Nowadays, short term is like 2 years, while long term is like 5 years.
yeah, yeah, yeah. True, true. I mean, you'll never go that Ferguson
So
era and,
silly.
and Arsene Wenger era and
Never
all
won't
of.
go to 8 years, man. Yeah.
No, no, no. You won't. Yeah, but then, okay. I ask you this question: where are we now? And can we turn this around with the deficit and points? Do you think one, I'm gonna put it back to you. Do you think that is Solskjaer the right man to do it? Can we do it? If not, whoever comes in can turn it around. And my answer to the both is really no. um, and so when you say short term, even bringing someone in, he's given 1 year to turn it around, and then maybe another year to win something, which I think ideally is going to be the league title. That's number one. That's the first target. And then take it from there. Yes, possibly. But again, um, there's no clear sight as to who is the best candidate to take over. We in all real terms, we are in a pretty bad mess, to be honest.
For me, unpopular opinion, I'm not
Yeah, yeah,
in a
sure.
hurry.
Mm,
I'm not in a hurry to win a title. So while most you say, Lois, you're cousin Roy, you're crazy. We must win titles now with these players. I don't know, man. I hate this culture of sacking coaches, but what happened
mm.
with me recently is I finally took the time to watch this Tottenham Hotspurs series, All or Nothing, and
Oh,
then seeing how things operate in the back room and training and all that. It's kind
yep.
of similar to what happens in American football. So I
Mm,
watch a lot of American sports. I watch all these backroom programs. So I'm like,
correct.
okay, so if that's how it is,
Mm,
I think that backroom is fractured badly because I think Ronaldo came in, but there were some egos in there, and I said in the previous show, so I won't keep it long. Y'all can go and check it later. It was that Bruno was the biggest loser in this whole thing. So
oh,
then Pogba suddenly realized Ronaldo is here, let's play well. But his defensive way of playing, keep doing the fouls, grabbing the flair and trying to exert too much strength. It's not going to work. The flair is going to drop. So not using the head, the double footed tackle because you don't want to be on the pitch when we're down 4-0 was also embarrassing. So Pogba suddenly decided to come and stay in the club because he saw Ronaldo's there, but no one's doing the defensive work. Varane
mm,
can't keep up with the tempo because the tempo is so fast. He got his injured, hips injured, leg injured. When the knee injury happened, he came back too early. Now, like one muscle goes, the other muscle compensates. So now the injuries are piling up. I think he's crocked. So now
mm.
when you go to 5-3-2, we are relying on Harry Maguire. Harry Maguire doesn't have the strong mentality that Manchester United captain should have. So
Yep.
now it's more like damage control. I feel that I still want to stay with my coach despite all this because if you go and change and then bring somebody in short term like Zidane, spend a lot of money, and I'm not so this one. I
Mm,
know he coached in Madrid and he may know how to coach, but this English Premier League, this is different. So I
mm.
don't think he has that expertise. Carlo Ancelotti is okay, but he came to Chelsea at certain play. He didn't really do that well, but managed to get
No.
something.
Mm.
Also stayed 3 years or whatever and then left. We don't
Yep,
want
yep,
that
yep,
in our club. We don't want the culture where we come and just spend, 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 spend. The
yep.
problem is with Ole, it exacerbated when Ronaldo came, everyone's on a title now. If
Mm,
Ronaldo was not there, I don't
mm.
think we will have that heavy conversation where, oh, we must get a title now. So, unpopular opinion, I think stick with Ole. I think the club will stick with him until the end of the season unless suddenly Zidane says he's in. If
Yeah,
Roger says he's in, I'm going to.
but he's slowly losing the
But
dressing room
shit, man.
because only is I mean Ronaldo is, like I said, he's dominant. He's won everything that's to be won, and the more what I fear, the more that it goes on like this, Ronaldo is just going to take the piss and say, do you know exactly what you're doing? He's going to override Solskjaer.
And it doesn't
Uh,
help when all the fans and you're not sure what the club is doing. If the club came and said,
exactly.
"Shut up,
Yeah.
he's your manager for the next 3 years. You're better. You all learn how to
Toe the
work this."
line.
But
Correct.
like you said, it's now it's player power now. So when the players
Yeah.
know they can get rid of him, somebody else come in go. And then Pogba
Yes.
doesn't help the situation by not signing a contract. So
Yeah.
everyone's not
Now,
sure.
now Pogba's agent, I mean, or he is demanding that he wants to be the highest paid to carry on or stay. That's what I've
Mm-mm.
read in some some
Yeah,
some
400
sources.
to 450. Yeah, we covered it in
Exactly.
the fifth podcast. So
Exactly. So,
I would say stick with Oli,
mm.
and I think these bloody players need a fucking slap.
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah, yeah,
say,
yeah,
yeah, I say
yeah,
stick
yeah, yeah.
because I don't know who else is there. Everyone talking about Ralph Ragnick and all that. You heard right. The reason why
Yes.
Ralph Ragnick is not here yet because he wants more control.
Yeah.
He doesn't just want there; he wants all. So if that's the case, if he can prove he has better backroom stuff than Michael Carrick and
Mm.
all
The
these fellas, I'm okay.
the other thing that makes it complex is the fact that no, not many top managers will leave midway of the season as well. Always midway of the season is not as a no.
So that would be for who? Huh? The midway one or
No,
more?
I mean most of anyone who is doing well. For example, any of the targets that we're looking at, apart from Zidane, who is out of a job, yeah. But the
And this
rest of
Ragnick
it,
also apparently is out of a job, right? He's
is
sitting
it
down
okay?
somewhere,
Yeah, yeah, fine, fair
and he's
enough.
60 plus. I was
Yeah,
like,
no, 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 don't get someone too old. But yeah, let's see. I mean, I just don't know at which point did
right,
Solskjaer lose it, and I just hope he
yeah.
gets it back.
I hope he gets
Uh,
it back too, man.
yeah, that's what we need.
Oh,
And yep,
can I ask you really quickly what you? Yeah, actually we have time. It's only 27 minutes. So
no
I
worries.
want to ask you. We already did it, but I like to know your opinion. What do you think about Gerard and Villa?
I knew I when that came up and it was clear that he was the initial target or I knew that was going to happen. Uh, well, it's good to see him test himself out here now in the Premier League. So it's a matter of time. Uh,
So if you look at Villa, bro, they are in the 16th place, right?
yes,
Only
yes,
10 points.
yeah,
20 goals there in goals.
correct, correct.
So
So
they are. Go ahead.
their ex-manager is now gotten a job in Norwich as well, so he's back as
Mm,
well.
mm,
Very short time he's been out. So
yeah.
let's see. I mean, interesting to see Gerard there and to see his management,
How do
in
you
the
think he'll
Premier
do
League.
here against Brighton?
Remains to be seen, but I think he's not going to fare badly. I think he's going to take Villa, out of that bottom place, maybe mid-table,
Okay.
end of the season. Yes,
Okay. I think they're going to get relegated and he's going to be out of a job. I
really.
don't. Yeah, I think he's going to get right.
Okay,
I don't know
I
why
know.
they. They.
Rivalry aside, but yeah, you
Yeah.
got to give
Yeah.
him that.
Man,
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
fair
going.
enough.
They're going to get relegated. Adios. Eddie Howe in Newcastle.
Okay, that's interesting. Yes, good manager. I loved him at Bournemouth. I thought he did a very good job until it went stale.
Mm.
Maybe he didn't get reinforcements that he
His players
needed.
got old. Yeah, you're
Yes,
right.
yes,
I like them
yeah,
too. Mm.
yeah. Very good tactician, very good manager. Yeah.
But the question here is, bro, I
Mm,
thought Newcastle with his oil money and all that coming in, right? They were going to
mm,
go far. So
mm,
what we did in the previous show, we spoke about this. I was just absolutely shocked that they signed him until 2024. So I'm
mm.
and then we read his comments and all that on live.
Yeah,
This is the typical shit ass comment. I'm thinking
yeah. Of
everything
course,
in the comments like, of course, bro.
bullshit.
Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
he was earning 300,000 pounds in that previous club, and then it
Yep.
went all the way up to, they said, maybe about 1 million to two
Now.
million pounds because he stayed, the continuous
Mm.
blah blah blah. He
Yep.
said in here automatically, so it'd be more than that, so it'd probably about 4 or 5 million. So it
Mm.
means you sign until 2024 means what, 20
Yeah.
million? Of
Yep.
course,
Yeah.
bro,
Yeah.
sign me.
Yeah. Sure. I
Sign
know.
us. I'll be the head coach. I'll call Vas be my chief strategist. I'll sign for 20 million.
But that's
Guys,
for nothing.
yeah, I can do weekly podcasts also. Man,
Yeah. Yeah.
I think this signing is bullshit. That's my, what do you think, bro? I mean, I know he's a good
I
manager,
think.
but
Yeah. Well,
you think
I
it's long
mean,
term?
no, I think it's going to be short term. I don't think it's going to be long term. I think he's there to stabilize the club. I think they still have the financial act and so on, that they can't overspend as well. So I think he's the kind of guy who can grind out results with the team that they have, and maybe give him some reinforcements at the moment. But yeah,
They certainly have the money, isn't it?
they
I I
do.
I,
They
I
do.
just wonder whether, because if you are an ambitious club, I mean, I think you would go for somebody else. But it's very interesting to hear, to check out Eddie Howe. And then besides Eddie Howe, the next dude, very quickly, before I want to get to the other one, Patrick
Mm.
Vieira, I think is somebody to look out for, man.
Yes,
Man, that
yes.
guy,
Yeah, yeah. He's
what's
he's
going on?
quietly going about his business and
What's
and
going
doing
on?
well with Palace now. Yes, yes, yes. He
I'm
seems to have
impressed.
settled in. He seems to have
Yeah,
settled in,
Conor
and
McGallagher,
now
Conor
they are
McGallagher,
quite a team. I mean, a team hard to beat. They are a
right?
team hard to beat. Yes, yes.
So that City game,
Agreed.
no matter what you say, those boys ran those fuckers off the ground. Eat
Yes,
my
yes, yes.
shots, man. I don't give a damn what anyone says. They played
Correct.
damn well. I had Kevin came on and said that they were lucky and the City players didn't play all out. I said that's all bullshit. What nonsense you talking? They
Mm,
beat them fair and square. The boy
they did.
ran circles around him, and then
They did.
Laporte, and he got a red card. So
Yep.
eat that. I think Vieira is going to be. I think Crystal Palace are going to be very hard to beat. I
Yep.
think West Ham are already. My goodness, you think Moyes back in us now? He could do well. With the team we have now, do you think Moyes back at us? He could do well.
I don't know. I don't know. I'd love to say yes, but I don't know. You. I'm used to that Ferguson era. I'm used to that character, that person, that manager, that person in him. And I've not seen the same person. I mean, call me that kind of fashion. I've not seen that character in any of the managers thus far. And to start with him, I mean, yeah, I mean, maybe doing well, but I just don't know. I just don't know. I
I
can't.
think
I
he would
can't.
do. I think he would do well with this current crop of players because for the reasons that he knows the league. Number one,
Sure,
he's been in and out. He's
sure.
been at the
Very
club, so he
experienced.
knows how
Yep.
to work, and he probably learned his lesson that don't come in and change everybody in the back room. You got a team
Mm.
that won the fucking league and then went to seventh place. So you use your head and get ready for higher expectation. At least I think he would do. Hopefully he brings out the hair dryer, mop, rotan, cane, castanet, whatever the fuck it is, to slap these fellas in their face, not even in the
But
butt.
he doesn't have that in him. I don't think he's the kind of guy who does that.
Yeah.
That's the thing I fear.
No, but
Yes.
he'll be better than Oli though.
Okay,
Be better than
okay.
Oli, not say, hey man, you need to try harder. Don't back pass anymore next time. Let's see
Yeah, yeah,
Lingard.
yeah, yeah,
Oh, you
yeah.
did well, bro, but you kind of say, no,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Agreed,
you need a
agreed.
slap.
Yeah.
So yeah. So now, we now spoke about this fantasy. Fantasy is like absolute shit.
Mm,
Like, if you look at this, I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
mm.
How's yours? How are you doing?
Oh, I not fared bad. I'm not fared well last few weeks. Very poor points. Where are you? Oh,
Let me
you
see
got
points.
28. Wow.
550. I'm absolute shit, man. This week was rubbish. So where's this league with Junsen
Oh,
Sun? Yeah,
we're probably on par. I think you're five. What's your total points now?
550 now.
550. I think you're ahead of me. You're ahead of me. You should be ahead of me.
I rostered the team within 10 minutes, and then I just went top heavy because it's the first time I'm playing.
Oh, I'm 544.
544. Oh, okay. So
Yours
next
is
season,
what?
550. We only 6 points.
Oh, 6 points adrift. Okay, fine. So I'm poor. Okay, yeah. So yeah, as I
So
said.
yeah, I'm looking at some transfers here. I might want to. I Because for the show I can't be dropping Ronaldo. That ain't gonna happen. He's
Are
gonna
you
stay
in
there.
any of the leagues, in the sense where the competitive leagues where money and all of that?
No, no.
No,
This
no.
is the first
Okay.
season only I'm playing properly. So I
Ah,
was just
okay.
in
So
this
let's see, who do you have?
this
Okay,
fun league.
let me. So I've got a side. I could share. Let's see.
So yeah, I took Tillemans, and then the next game they lost. Absolutely brilliant pick. So what a screw up. And then when I didn't take any good defenders to start, and I took two stupid goalkeepers, so I had to play catch up
Okay,
and
you've got
change.
Mendy. I've got Mendy. That's fine.
Mm, mm. Just got
Uh,
him last week.
Rudiger. Okay, I've got two Chelsea players, Chaloba and Aspilicueta, and
Mm.
then I've got Cresswell, Diaz, and Shaw in
That's
defense. I
right.
complete defense. I've got Smith Rowe, Benrahma, Jota, Saka, and Fernandez in mid. I've got up front Huang, Antonio, and Alan Saint Maximin in
Okay,
Newcastle.
Newcastle
Yeah.
Fleur.
Yes, that's my side.
You doing any
To pick
changes?
from. Yeah, I just brought in Huang in because I had I did a transfer, so I don't know what I'm doing, but let's see. Hope it materializes. I
Yeah, I
get
got a
some points.
conundrum because I feel like dropping Ronaldo and taking that money and shorting up the defense because
Because
but
you have the money.
but for the show I'm keeping him lah. Screw it. Not like I'm gonna win
I
also
think if
anyway. They ain't
Man City plays at home, you should bank on a City player
City
defense.
boys, huh? I
Yeah, but
might
they are they playing at home? Yes, they are against
yeah.
Everton.
Yeah.
Yes, they
Yeah.
are. City
So
is Man City is usually solid at home.
yes, so I'm not sure whether to drop any one of these mids, but I'll definitely drop one of these
Let me
4.0
see.
defenders.
Diaz, how many points is Diaz?
Yes, is 49 points.
Yes, yes.
Mm.
Okay.
Cancelo has the highest lah, and then
Yeah,
Alexander.
of course, because of that silly game against United. Yeah.
Yeah, I can get this fella. So Reese, 'cause I have enough money. I got 1.4. I can get him. But yeah, so some of the things I've been thinking of doing lah. I'll do one when it comes closer to the
Yeah.
date on Saturday. And
Nice, nice. When is
I,
the game? When
I
is
think the game's at 10 o'clock, right? 8:30 or 10
8:30?
o'clock.
8:30. First game, Leicester and Chelsea.
8:30.
Eight
Yeah, there you
thirty.
go.
8:30. So you got 2 hours before that. 6:30 by
Oh
six
no.
thirty.
Oh yeah, yeah. You mean
Six
the
thirty
closing
p.m.
date? Yeah.
Six thirty
So the
p.m. on Saturday.
Manchester game is at 11 o'clock. After the game, I'll be going live. So just before last words, what do you think
Sure.
will be the prediction this weekend?
Tough one, man. I obviously want United to win. Still with the leaky defense. 2-1. I mean, to United, or 1-2 to Watford.
Okay. I think it might be shit, they're always letting in goals. Want to keep clean sheet, so probably. Never mind, I'll go with a 3-0 for us.
Mm.
Last time, so I went with 3-0. I mean, I won't. I'll call a
Ah,
draw, but I ain't gonna call a loss. Fuck that. Can
yeah, yeah,
can
sure.
check me from now until all other shows.
I don't think it's going to be anything but a draw, but
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. So I'm obviously, I mean,
be
I'm
hopeful.
obviously rooting for a United win. So I'm going to call it close, 2-1 to
Yeah.
United. Yeah, that's my call. Yeah, let's see
All
how it
right. So
goes.
okay, Vas.
Yeah,
Thank you for joining me, man.
lovely,
Much
lovely,
appreciated. Don't go anywhere.
pleasure.
Just hang on one second. All right, guys. So thank you so much for joining us this week. We finally got Vas in, have a chat. I'll be calling him more to have one-on-one chats with him, and so we can get more practice and get that flow in. Either way, I want to thank you all very much for joining me. Leave your comments down there. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And again, thanks for joining me on